I just ran into a marketing tactic I hadn't seen before, and for a second, it actually worked on me. The message basically said, "Hey, why'd you leave me only 1 out of 10 stars?" Wait, I did? Stay with me, because at the end, I'm going to give you one question you can ask whenever a message creates an immediate emotional reaction, and it might keep somebody else from deciding what you do next. My first instinct was to respond, because I didn't remember leaving this person a rating, and I certainly didn't remember giving them 1 star. So immediately my brain starts working. Did I accidentally click something? Did I rate something without realizing it? Did they misunderstand something I did? And underneath all of that was another feeling, guilt. If I somehow gave this person 1 star, I should probably explain myself. Maybe I owe them an apology. Maybe I should fix it. And then I realized, wait a minute, that's the whole point. The message wasn't responding to my engagement, asterisk, asterisk. The message was trying to manufacture it. Instead of saying, would you mind rating this? They created a situation where I felt like I already owed them something. That's clever. It's also pretty shady because now they're not earning my attention through curiosity, usefulness, entertainment, or value. They're creating a tiny emotional debt. You did something to me, now you need to respond. And marketers use versions of this more often than we probably realize. Did I do something wrong? I guess you're not interested. Why are you ignoring me? Asterisk. Should I assume you don't want this? Sometimes those are perfectly legitimate questions, but sometimes they're deliberately written to make silence feel socially uncomfortable. And once silence becomes uncomfortable, responding feels like relief. That's the manipulation. Now, there's nothing wrong with creating emotion in marketing. Great marketing does it all the time. Curiosity is an emotion, excitement, anticipation, even urgency. But I think there's a line between creating a reason for someone to engage and making them feel guilty for not engaging. One builds interest, the other manufactures obligation. And here's the danger for the marketer. Maybe it works, maybe I respond, maybe your engagement numbers go up. But what happens when I realize what you did? Now you've taught me something about you. You've shown me that you're willing to create a false premise to get my attention. Was that one response worth the trust you potentially lost? Here's the question I promised you. The next time a message suddenly makes you feel guilty, defensive, worried, or obligated to respond, stop before you do anything and ask, did I actually create this obligation or did they create it for me? That's the distinction. Maybe you really did forget to respond to somebody. Maybe you really did make a mistake. If so, deal with it. But if the entire obligation exists because somebody invented a situation designed to trigger you, you don't owe them the response they're trying to extract. And if you're the marketer, I'd think twice before using tactics like this, because engagement isn't automatically trust. Sometimes you can manipulate somebody into clicking, you can manipulate them into replying, you might even manipulate them into buying. But eventually, they figure out how you made them feel. And that's when the engagement tactic you thought was so clever may become the reason they never trust you again. Thanks for joining me. I'm your Santa Barbara web guy, and I'll see you next time.